Hello and welcome to another episode of Film Freaks with a
Freakz
Z.
with a C. Go ahead.
What the hell?
What just happened?
It's a weird echo.
I was providing a backup to his the title. Make it more dramatic.
It was very dramatic, like today's movie.
A little trippy, like today's.
It was very trippy. We want to roll that again from the beginning?
The podcast
think
about
so.
movies. Each episode is about a specific movie, and we'll get to this movie in a little bit. But first, Callus needs to tell you guys how to recommend a movie for the fan vote, which is happening next episode. Callus, take it away.
Oh, sure. Just send an email to gg.filmfreaks@gmail.com.
No.
Damn it. Recommend that on the Discord, or if you're a guest, you can just tell us here, or you can send an email to gg.filmfreaks with. It is not GG.
There's no
Oh,
GG.
FF. Sorry, ff.filmfreaks.
Yes, the Gilm
Let's see.
Greeks. We are the Gilm Greeks.
with a Z.
ff.filmfreaks@gmail.com.
Nailed it. Or leave a comment on the latest episode on YouTube and or Spotify. That also works as well. And now it is time for us to introduce ourselves, even though we've all been talking. And this is going to totally screw up my editing. No, I'm kidding. I am the Green Ferret, and I'm here with...
Sir Callus.
The blind lady Tay.
The fox spray.
That's better than the blind lady, but oh well.
Or I should
I've
say
made my pick. The Giants were cool.
They were weird.
They were.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. We don't even know
Anyway.
what movie we're watching yet.
This is so
Hi.
chaotic.
I'm playing Callus.
Yep, same.
Fair.
How are we doing today, my co-hosts?
Absolutely not scatterbrained whatsoever.
Yeah. Was
Not bad at all.
I was pretty focused until Callus just threw a wrench in the works, and now I have no idea what's happening.
Good.
Well, let's see if Callus can use that wrench to get us back on track and fix this episode, huh? Go ahead and introduce the movie for us, Callus.
With a pleasure.
Pleasure.
So,
So,
I recommended,
I recommended
the Green Knight. Yeah, this is not a good wrench that you have handed me, Yemmy. A very bad wrench. The wrench is
You
not
like
working.
it?
And the movie is from 2021, directed by David Lowery. Stars Dev Patel, Alicia Vikander, Joe Anderson, Sarita Choudhury, Sean Harris, Kate Dickey, etc. Lots of other people. And the plot goes, it is a fantasy retelling of the medieval story of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. Oh my god. Is it Sir Gawain or Garwin? I know they say like
Those
differently sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I said Gawain or Garwin. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know if I was just in the wrong mood or it's just like not at all my type
You
of movie,
were.
but I will say right off the bat, I was not having a good time with this movie. I did not have a good time at all with this movie. I don't know how you guys felt, but it was a rough watch for me.
you'll be happy to know that you are not alone.
I don't want to
Okay.
be dramatic, but this is literally the worst film I think I've watched as part of this podcast.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Love you, Callus.
Oh, no. This is not at all what I expected.
I was. It was so hard to see half the movie because it was just so damn dark.
It didn't
It was
have that
dark
problem.
for you?
Yeah, like there was a bunch of scenes where like it
Hold
was
on,
just
I know what was wrong. Tay, did you forget to open your eyes again?
oh damn it. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Sorry.
You know what, guys? I meant to suggest The Green Mile. So can we get a redo and just watch The Green
Listen.
Mile and then reconvene later?
The amount of times that I got the title of this movie wrong and almost watched a different movie was at least 3,
Really?
maybe 4. Yes.
Yeah, this like I said, I mean there were especially early on and then a little bit in the middle. There was just for me at least there was just so many scenes that I'm just like I can't even tell what the fuck's going on.
Well, I didn't have that problem. I could see everything that was going on, but I still had no idea what
Yeah.
was going on, though.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
It
Like-
it's not what I was expecting. But I wasn't expecting anything because I don't even know the story of Sir Gawain. So
Well, yeah. As a person who knows the story of Sir Gawain, the movie missed the mark entirely on that tale,
Nice.
which is
Nice.
great.
We love consistency.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciated the artistry in the filmmaking, but at the same time, it made it a very difficult movie to follow along with and enjoy watching. There is a lot that was happening in this movie after like the scene where the kid steals his horse, where I was like, oh, I hope it does kind of this weird vignette thing every so often, and then it just kind of lost me after that. And it tried. It had a lot of cool flair to it at times, and some really interesting like strobe effects, I guess. But at the same time, I just the whole movie just kind of felt like it was a pacey nightmare, and I found
Yes.
myself very bored throughout about the whole middle section up until the very end.
Literally,
Listen.
my husband fell asleep during one part. He was only asleep for 5 minutes. He woke up and he was like, whoa, what if I missed? And I was like, honestly, honey, absolutely nothing. It's just that confusing. And then he went back to sleep. So
yeah.
Listen,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I appreciate artsy fartsy movies. This was definitely like they were trying to go for something here, and sometimes I do like artsy fartsy movies, but this is not one of them.
yeah.
I mean, right from the get-go, like there was things where I was like, okay, this could be interesting. This could wait, where are they going? What's going on? What is happening?
The Groot Frost Giant was interesting. The whole cutting off his head, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pop this back up and I'm gonna talk to you, sort of headless." And I was like, "Oh, all right, it's one of those."
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Like
it's crazy because I was really invested when the Green Knight showed up and he chopped his head off. But at the same
Yep.
time, I was like, "You're an idiot."
Yep.
He literally told you all that he would repay whatever you did to him.
exactly.
So like as soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, well he's dead. And like the journey there was long and arduous, and it just kind of ended the way that I was hoping it was going to end. But even though it had a good ending in my opinion, but yeah, the like once the Green Knight left and he went on to his journey, he met that kid, he gave him a coin, the kid robbed him with his friends. And they did that cool scene where it pans out and he's a skeleton. I was like, okay, that's really cool. I want to see more of this. And then the rest of the movie just did not live up to anything that the first part set up.
Fun fact, Dot watched this video 2 years ago and he remembered it. Where they talked about that scene with the skeleton, and they literally picked up the dude, like they did like the whole panning thing. They just picked him up and like carried him off screen and then placed the skeleton there.
Wow.
Found a beetle, stuck it in the eye socket, and then once it panned over, like the beetle just popped out like it was on purpose.
Wow.
and then they had to like take the skeleton and then put him back. But yeah, that was all like a one take type thing, which I thought was kind of cool.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It was almost like a respawn moment, like you died from Dark Souls and then like respawning, you know. I thought that was really cool how they did that. And, like the forest grew old and he was a skeleton, and yeah, just the rest of the movie just didn't have anything that kind of caught my attention like that. Even with the girl in the lake, and obviously the rest of the movie when he's in the house for 5,000 years, like I just. Yeah, it just didn't sing to me like that opening sequence.
For me, I wonder if like I didn't really notice the pacing much, but like I had to keep like pausing it and go run off and take care of like animals and then come back and hit play. So like pacing didn't seem quite as off to me. I mean, it did, but not. I don't think quite as bad as you guys are describing it.
Yeah, I watched this pretty much all the way through.
Yeah.
And I felt my hand hovered over the remote like several times, like going like, can I just skip ahead like 5 minutes? And I didn't, but I was very tempted because the 5 minutes that I watched was just them talking about absolutely nothing or journeying, and it just had nothing going on. It really didn't.
That's I totally feel that. I was just like, it's a 2-hour movie, 2 hour and 10-minute movie, but I feel like there's like a couple scenes that I can describe, but the whole rest is just like nothing going on, and everything's just proceeding so slowly.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy some of the like visually stunning shots that they made, but they just take so long to just move on to the next thing.
Yeah, the visual presentation is amazing. Some of the cinematography in this movie is par to none, but at the same time,
yes,
it's in service to like nothing. Like you have a beautiful shot of him entering the green chapel, and it's like, okay, here's where something's gonna happen, and he just sits there for an entire day, and I'm like, okay, thanks, I really needed this.
I don't know if any of you have seen the Twilight movies, but
Yes,
there's a particular scene in
the first
New
one.
Moon where she's sitting in a chair in front of a window, and there is a song playing, and it goes through like month after month after month of her just like sitting there in this depressing song, and that's what it was giving for me. And I would have preferred to watch New Moon.
Is that the one with the giant battle scene at the end, or is that a different one?
No, that's Breaking Dawn Part 2. That is like the last movie. Well, Eclipse has one too, but the big one is the end. New Moon's like the second one.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I like watching this movie. There was things I called like when he ran away and then just kind of turned in, I guess, kind of going to the end here, and it started going montagey. I'm just like, this has just got to be like a vision all in his head right before he gets his head cut off.
That's actually, I mean, that's the part that I really enjoyed.
I know. I don't get me wrong. I actually liked that as well, but like I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I didn't particularly see it coming, but I think the payoff for that entire montage is very good with him removing the sash, which was covered in cum, and his head falling off.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. At
that
all.
was that
I
middle scene in the castle.
jumped. I was like, what in the world? What is going on?
Yeah, like there was a lot of like ambiguous shots like that just kind of happened. They're just like, wait, are they having sex right now, or what is going on? And oh no, apparently he's just masturbating next to her. I don't know.
Yeah, what
Is
was
that what happened? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm still
still don't know.
not sure.
That was like a cloth chastity belt that didn't work, or I don't understand.
Well, it was the same thing that his mom gave him to protect him.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But
Mommy issues. Got it.
yeah.
Well, there are so many things. Like, I kind of felt like watching the Robert Zemeckis like 3D animated Beowulf movie,
Haha.
where just things just spin, and you're just like, that doesn't make sense, but okay. Like the horse showing up randomly, or the axe showing up randomly, the belt
Yeah.
showing up
Well,
randomly.
you can say that the horse at least was the part of the vision or the whatever.
Oh, true.
But
Yeah.
the axe showing up, I was like, oh look, he finished his quest. You know, he's ready to
Yeah.
move on to the next quest in Skyrim. It was just really goofy how it just appeared, and it's like, well, the kid took it, like, and you don't see that kid again in the movie. Like, you see him in the vision, but he's just kind of waltzing around. It's like if there was like some. Excuse you.
I'm sorry, I thought I muted myself. I'm so sorry.
Well,
It's all right. We'll blame Callus.
Who say who right now?
what was I saying?
Remember now?
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, I think I was saying something about the kid needed to get his comeuppance, and then he gets his
Oh yeah.
axe back. I think that would have been so much better than creepy lady in a decrepit house who drowned in the lake or whatever.
Had her head cut off.
And then you just
Like
randomly
some
get the
knife.
axe back, you know.
Yeah.
I think that it would have been cool if like the kid was like wearing the sash and like he had trouble killing him because he wore the sash, right? Something like
Right.
that.
Like the sash was supposed to protect him, and yet 3 random, barely armed thieves were able to.
Well, it only protected him from like dying, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like having him like, because the beginning of the movie sets everything up so nicely, and he's waltzing around looking like a knight, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have some nice, like I said, vignettes, almost like Monty Python in a way, where you go from scene to scene, and they do have like the words pop up like, oh, this is the part of this part of the story and whatever. And at the same time, like it peaked during the first part and it never recovered with any of the other stories that were being told within the the plot line of them the travels.
I mean, even the beginning was a little confused. Like, it starts off with like the effigy of a king, the king getting burned, and like some weird thing being said, which was kind of hard to understand. Then all the fonts were hard to read, and then like
Yep.
mom's doing magic that like and writes the letter for the Green Knight, I guess.
Oh
And
yeah,
then the
I
Green
want to
Knight
ask.
shows up. It's like, did she summon the Green Knight? Was
That's
this
my
part of her
question.
plan?
Well, that's
Did
what
she?
that's what I thought, because I think she's setting up for what's his face to challenge the Green Knight when no one else wants to, and
So-
then
How
become,
did she
like,
know
a
that he was
legend.
going to? How did she know he would volunteer though? In a room full of knights.
Right? Especially because like it was pretty straightforward on like the rules. It's like, oh, I'll just give this guy a little cut, and then in a year I'll go on a journey and he'll give me a little cut.
I guess no one wanted to go on the journey. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're already knights, and he was the only one who was still like a squire, I guess you could call him.
Wanted to prove himself, I guess.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Kind of like surface level cool, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it was interesting. It was confusing as hell, and I wish they had like delved into it more. Like, I don't know, like even just showing like the mom being like, "Hey, you know what? You need to prove yourself," and like just something along those lines. So you're like, "Oh, okay, so she's setting up so he can prove himself." But like, I don't know, it just confusing.
Yeah. Also, it really bugged me that they did such good makeup on King Arthur to make him look old, but then they didn't do anything to his hands. So anytime his hands came out, it was like a young, spry hand. And I was like, all right, come on now. We have such good production design everywhere else, just not on this guy's hands. Like, what the heck were you doing?
What do you guys think of the makeup on the Green Knight himself?
I thought it was decent. Around the
Yeah.
eyes, though, I wish they would have gone a little darker to like make it kind of match more with the rest of him.
Yeah.
because that
Yeah.
kind of made it look more just like a mask or a costume.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I thought at first it was like, I wondered if it was just like an actual person who just happened to be wearing like tree armor.
No, he's pretty much the headless
Yeah.
horseman.
Yeah. No, I mean, it became
Yeah.
clear once, especially once he got beheaded. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, no, this is not a human. This is like an ant. Okay.
Imagine that. Hey, let's play a game. You can do any kind of slice on me, and I'll do it back to you. Ha ha. And then he gets his head chopped off, and that's the end of the movie.
Yeah. Aha, gotcha. Yeah. Well, and like going back to the end scene when he's like, I didn't cower. It's like, yeah, because you knew you wanted to die from it, fucker.
Yeah, well, yeah. What kind of games are they playing out there in medieval times? Like, jeez.
Yeah. And I will say, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how England's British Isles, their weather works, but I did find it weird that like at Christmas time, heading north, it got less snowy.
Yeah, probably not too realistic there.
Yeah, I mean, I know like it is, it's an island on the coast, so sometimes they get mild winters and stuff.
They were south of the equator.
Oh. Hi, Callis, I need you to look at a map for me and find England for me on the map.
No, I don't think I'll do that.
Okay. There's that Florida education for you.
So this is 2 movies in a row now that we've watched with King Arthur. So
To be
next
fair,
pick has to be a King Arthur pick.
all of the if you look at like on IMDb and stuff, none of the actual nobody has a name except for Gawain. Everyone else is just either the king, queen, mother, young queen, lord.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, and sorry, the girl, the girl does, and also the dead girl.
Didn't they say that was King Arthur at some point though in the beginning?
They, like I said in that rant about something about the true king. So I mean, it's very clearly supposed to be King Arthur, and I think it's part of the Arthurian myth or whatever Gawain is. But this movie just made a choice to never like even the Merlin character is just wizard.
He didn't even have a completely round table. It was a crescent moon.
Yeah.
Fake.
No, it's true.
Fake. That is
Well,
not my king.
Yeah. Well, that's why, guys. It was King Arthur's dad, and he never had King Arthur. And King Arthur's the one who went. We should finish this crescent moon, make it a circle.
Right. Yeah, I think in general, a story about King Arthur's reckless, headstrong son-in-law
Nephew.
or whatever nephew
Nephew
would have been just such a better time. And it's one of those things where it's like the decisions in this movie are so baffling by the main character, and the things that happen are just like so far strung from like the actual source material. It isn't even like the same thing, honestly. And it all kind of came like I kind of gave up on the movie when the Fox started talking. And I was like, all right, well, here's
Yeah.
our Midwestern emo intro. You can put like some soothing guitar over it. It was just, yeah.
For me, like seeing a guy get decapitated and like he puts his head back on, there's clearly magic going on, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then the second I saw a giant, I went, I'm sorry, what? Why are there giants? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and it also has no effect on the movie whatsoever. It's like this elongated scene where
I thought maybe he was
nothing happens.
still tripping on the mushrooms.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was a pointless scene. You were right. Nothing came of it. He asked for a ride. They went to pick him up, and he was like, "No, don't touch me."
Yeah, it doesn't even I don't even understand what happened in the scene because he doesn't want to be picked up, and then the fox howls, and the giant howls back, and then the scene changes. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is stupid. Like, it's so artsy that it's just cringe. It's like, it teetered that line for a lot of the movie, but it really just went over into like, okay, you're trying too hard now. Like this is like, it goes from being like an artsy kind of like film buff movie to being just a cringy, overdone, like trying to push this artsy look to it and whatever. It's just, it goes too far and it just becomes stupid.
Yeah. Well,
I believe the term you're looking for is artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
Artsy fartsies. Yeah. And the giant, like I said, the giants didn't look realistic at all or anything. So it's like, why include them? Like, it looks like a shitty PlayStation, maybe 3, like polygon person.
I could see that showing up in Dante's Inferno, you know?
Yeah. Like, it didn't look good. And it added nothing to the movie. Why keep it?
Yeah. I mean, if it was just the hand, like caressing the mountain, that would have been cool. Like, I mean, oh, all right, we got some crazy things going on. But then he doesn't interact with it. I think it would have been a cool, like, little, like, oh, okay, there's something more, you know, something really
There's something
dangerous
else
out
in
there.
the world we don't know, yeah. But instead it was just, nope, these are giants that howl like foxes for reasons.
And you want to know what upset me?
No, actually, let's move on.
No, so the poster for this movie, you know, it's got him, like, you know, superimposed over the title, and he's holding a hat and at the axe up in the air, like it's a sort of like victory scream. I thought it was going to be, and I was like, oh, that looks so cool right there. Can't wait to see that happen in the movie. But it turns out, no, he was just yelling at some giants to, you know, try to get their attention, and that's it. That was the whole scene.
He doesn't even like train with the axe either. Like he said, like I thought the prophecy was like, oh yeah, he's gonna become so good with his swordsmanship and the axe and blah blah blah. He's gonna become the Green Knight, but none of that really happens, and he never uses the axe for anything other than like, I'm carrying it, and now I'm using it as a walking stick, and now I'm carrying it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw the axe on the ground more than I did being utilized. So
I don't think it was actually. It was swung one time in the movie, and that was to cut his head off. That was it.
Yeah. Did he actually? I think I looked away for a second. Did he use the axe to cut the head off? Or I thought he used the sword.
No, he used the axe.
He did use the king's sword to cut off the Green Knight's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Green Knight himself used the axe to cut Gawain's head off.
Gotcha. Well, technically he didn't.
Well, he did when the movie cut away.
No, he used his finger and went, there, I cut your head off. You're free to go. That was my take on it.
No, he was like, time to cut your head off, and then he cut. You hear the sound of the axe swishing.
I didn't hear the sound of that.
Wait, really?
Don't you?
I didn't hear any swish sounds.
I
don't remember any.
I don't think.
Could have sworn there was like a shwing kind of noise.
I thought they left it like ambiguous so that, you know, people could, you know, debate, oh, did he end up cutting his head or not? Sort of like how, you know, you see the top tittering at the end of Inception, but you don't know if it falls or not.
Yeah, but that's at least like a good movie. like if the ending, I guess I didn't realize that the ending was that big, because I thought I heard a swishing sound before it cut the black.
I mean, it wasn't to me. Like, I figured, oh yeah, he just accepted his death, and, you know, he got his head cut off.
Well, that's the good ending, because like then there's actually a point to all of it, and he actually grows as a character. But the problem is that throughout the entire movie, he's a little baby boy who doesn't make any of the right decisions, and all of a sudden he comes up to the Green Knight and he's like, well, I'm still a little baby boy, and then all of a sudden he finds courage, and if they don't cut his head off at that point, then what's the whole point of the movie? There's no point. The journey is for nothing.
I mean, there was a lot of no points to this movie, so.
But I needed to see more character growth here. I needed to see him actually become like he's pretending to be a knight at the beginning, or like, you know, acting like a knight at the beginning. I actually wanted to see him become a person who is knightly, whatever that means in those times, right? But no, you don't see any of that. You don't see hardly any character growth at all. But by the time he gets to the Green Knight, he's not a changed character. He only changes his character once he either pussies out with the vision or he accepts his fate. And if he doesn't get his head chopped off then once again, I ask you, what's the point of the movie if he doesn't get his head chopped off?
Well, the way I kind of looked at it was like, you know, in his little letter, the Green Knight's letter at the beginning, he said like, oh, you'll suffer the same fate, and then we'll walk away as friends.
So I think that's why I thought like him just running his finger across the head was like his way of saying like, "Yep, there, we've suffered the same fate. We can walk away as friends now."
It could have been the letter at the beginning of Mario 64. I still would want that fucker's head cut off. Okay, that's what I was. I was waiting for the entire movie.
Yeah.
Dear Mario.
I will say, Dev Patel, the guy who played Gawain,
He's a great actor. I
he
love
did a
him.
really good job. Like, I've actually only ever seen him in one movie, and I know he's been in quite a few, but I've only ever seen him in one movie that I don't like. I forgot was a movie until my wife went, "Oh yeah, he's Zuko in Last Airbender." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, you're right, he was."
Really?
He would
That movie
play a
does not
perfect
exist.
Bruno for Encanto. They ever did a live action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he would be.
So wait, you've never seen Slumdog Millionaire?
But,
I haven't.
yeah, and that's the one that got him the role in Avatar.
Wow.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like that, he didn't do a great. He was like just Last Airbender, was his like second movie, and he wasn't great in it. So he's definitely come a long way from my point of view of being a really good actor. But also, I mean, it was just a bad movie directed poorly, and so I can't put any of the blame on him. I put it all on Mr. Shyamalan.
Yes. Well, maybe one day we'll have a full discussion about that, but it won't be today because I do not have the patience for that.
Oh no! if it's ever suggested as a fan vote or if wins a fan vote, I will leave the podcast. No, I won't. I'll be sick that day.
But then you won't be able to hear Callus translate a Spanish review. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, no. All right, let's see if this is
My
Spanish.
This one
favorite-
comes from Luis Octavio from November 21st, 2025.
Just recently.
Okay, this review
read it in
says...
Spanish first, and then tell us the translation.
Okay, I was kind of weirded out a bit because it says Caballero Verde, which is Green Knight,
Green.
but I've never seen Caballero spelled that way. So I'm wondering if this...
They just spelled it wrong. Continue.
I saw Verde and I was like, oh, Spanish. But I might have been wrong.
I don't know what this review's trying to say. Green Knight, same or Chester. Present everything NATO? This might not be Spanish actually.
All right, well.
Darn.
And that was Callus's Spanish review. All right. Woo.
It was beautiful.
All right, well.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Speaking of reviews, I saw one that made me laugh earlier. It says from Ashlyn Nace. It says, "I thought I knew what was happening until that one guy kissed him." Not that much fun.
Here's one review, 2 stars, and it's just the throwing up emoji.
Yeah.
Games were so weird in medieval times, probably because they hadn't invented fun yet.
It seems like there's a fair amount of people who really like this movie. One of my friends on Letterboxd has it at 5 stars.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask him why because that would have started a whole debate, but it seems like a lot of people like either really, really liked it or there's a couple just like in the middle, which I feel like even though I've been kind of harsh on it, I am a bit in the middle on this one because the cinematography and the video, like the visuals and the vistas are all just beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
Sure, I was bored as sin, but at the same time, like, it looked really nice though. Like, it was a very nice looking movie.
Yeah. No, when I told my wife which one we were watching, she's like, "Oh, I've heard good things about that." So
There was a video that I put on YouTube. It said the title was like, "What happened in Green Knight and why it's a great movie." And I watched like the first 2 minutes, and I can't remember what it was that made me just shut it off immediately. But something just
they were just like, "Man, he jizzes on his magic belt. 5 stars."
5 stars.
I don't know. The video tried to make it like this whole inspirational thing about like his whole journey and stuff, and like, give me a break.
Yeah, I'm sure if you want to see something in this movie, you can do that. But you have to
Yeah.
try a lot harder with this one than most other movies that actually mean something. Like,
I mean, I guess they left a lot of things ambiguous, right? So that people can get different meanings out of it, I guess.
Well, that's the artsy part.
That's the artsy fartsy part.
Yeah.
well, like when we reviewed The Thing back a long, long time ago, like the ending of that movie is ambiguous for a reason, and it is not just to start conversation, but to kind of give you your own whatever ending you want. Like, was he a thing or was he not a thing, or whatever. The problem is with The Green Knight is like it's not interesting enough, at least to me, to warrant a discussion about like whether he was beheaded or not, because I just want him to lose his head. Like that's the whole point of the movie. And two, like once again, the character growth is not there to either have him accept his fate or have him honestly having him chicken out is actually more in line with his character, because that's what he's been doing the entire movie. He's just kind of been a little
Yeah.
chicken. He's taken the easy roads and stuff, like the easy routes, by staying in the house for a couple days and recouping and all that stuff. Like the journey just doesn't feel impactful.
Yeah.
And I was gonna relate it back to the Thing, but The Thing is just a perfect movie, and I don't feel like even trying to draw a comparison right now. So
Yeah.
please continue.
He's supposed to be like this brave almost knight, and he gets beat up by 3 beggars or like
Help!
They're
Help!
not
I'm
even-
being repressed.
yeah, like I wanted to see him like do knight things and like beat them off. Not in
Whoa!
the
Hey! Oh!
Okay,
Hey!
okay, all right. You wanted that type of movie, huh?
I said not in the way he did to the belt. Come on, fight him. Like even if he like does lose to them, at least fight him. But I mean, I get that is like Yemmy said, that's his character. He tried to run away, and he's a coward, and he's just not good at anything.
Well, even in his little vision at the end, he's a coward for not having that. I'm gonna be vulgar here. The whore. Okay, I'm not. He didn't accept her as like his queen or whatever. At the end of it,
Yeah.
he took the baby and ran. He was also a coward when the girl in the castle took the bell from him, and he didn't tell her what it was. It was a token of his love for that same character. So it's the whole movie. He is just a little baby piss boy, and he's so unlikable, and I just wanted to see him get his comeuppance. Is that and when his head fell off at the end of the vision, I was like, there we go. If they ended it right there, that would have been great. But it wasn't.
I didn't realize that she was also the lady that he may have had sex with, who gave him the magic belt. Like
yeah,
it's the same actress.
Yeah. They
Actress,
kind of Princess Amidala.
Amidala.
Her. Yeah.
Well, like I was like, who's playing this girl? And like she's not credited anywhere I can find. And finally I realized, oh, that's why it's Lady / Essel for. Okay, I get it now. But also, why did Lord kiss him?
Because she kissed him, and he any gift that he
it was
got
the
needed to be
deal.
repaid.
Yeah, that's true. I think he was just, he's like, dang, this guy's hot. I don't like my wife because I'm secretly gay, but I can't be gay in these times. So, actually, I think it was probably more okay in those times than it is in these times.
Maybe, I don't know.
I know, like
the main problem with that whole like him kissing him thing, like it's not the gay kiss is not the problem. The problem is that she did a lot more to him, and he didn't get any of that. So what the heck are we doing?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna come around to like having to do with the belt. Like she gave him the belt, and he was gonna want it, but no, I guess he just wanted to be beat off the same way.
Yeah, would it make more sense if he took the belt from him? That way he didn't have that out when he went to go see the Green Knight. Obviously, I understand in the context of the scene down the road, like, okay, of course he needs the belt to have the vision, and then he has to show some sort of character growth by taking it off. But Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's, yeah. It's just yeah. I'm kind of speechless at right now.
All right. Well, does anyone have any scenes they want to talk about, or any other topics?
What was the deal with the sightless woman?
Good question.
Like she was just there. They never mentioned it, and she shows up randomly and just was like, "I've been here the whole time."
When does she show up? I'm trying to remember.
In the castle.
Oh.
She,
Yeah, she's
She has
in
the
with the
rag
Lord
over
and
her
the
head.
Lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
that lady. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. I don't know.
Just there, and they never mention it. And then like she goes up to him at one point and is just like, "I have visions" or something. I don't remember. And then the lady jerks him off, and he turns around, and she's been there the whole time.
Yeah, she's
And
just a
that's-
perv.
Maybe
She's
that's
just-
how
She's there
that's
for
how
a
the
good
Lord knows.
time.
You know, the Lord knows because of her, like through magic, he senses what she senses. I don't know. Yeah, it was
I can tell you why she was there, because artsy fartsy.
artsy fartsy. That's fair.
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to say before Tay started was I wish that there was more purposeful dialogue in the movie. And what I mean by that is a lot of the conversations had in the context of the scenes doesn't really amount to anything. Even when
Yeah.
he's with the Green Knight, it's just a lot of like it's a lot of words, but nothing truly meaningful. And I guess that's like a theme throughout the rest of the movie was I really didn't connect with any of the, like usually there's like a quote that I can look at and be like, okay, that was a nice line or like a good delivery or something like that. Throughout most of the movie, I just was like, yeah, I mean, it's dialogue. It sure is dialogue.
They're
And
talking.
they are sure talking a lot, and nothing was happening. And that's not to say like I would want like more action in this movie. I don't know. I just want more interesting and purposeful dialogue to go along with the visuals and the production design of this movie.
I agree. Like, I don't mind at all that there's like very little action, but I just wanted more substance, better pacing, just more interesting things happening, like story beats progressing. But like, no, it just does something different and so weirdly and visually stunning. But man,
At what cost?
just
Yeah, we've watched a lot of these movies that have like they're segmented. They have like these sections of the movie that kind of like they connect to other parts of the movie, but it's you know it's in service of a wider story. You know, whether it be the good, bad, and the ugly, Monty Python, the Revenant, stuff like that. Like, and I think this one just kind of is just a poor job of connecting all these scenes together. It really just feels like someone turning the page in a chapter on a book and starting a new story at times.
yep.
There's times when like the title would pop up and I'd be like, oh, okay, we're on to the next part. Okay, we didn't really resolve anything in that last little vignette, but okay.
Yeah, a lot of the scenes kind of left me wanting more from them.
Yeah.
Something that actually like happened, some actual growth, some actual whatever. But no, a lot of it was just kind of confusing and didn't make any sense. Man, I get it, like witchery and all that stuff. I get it, but also at the same time, I don't get the movie. Like, nothing makes sense.
Well, all right then. Shall we proceed to final thoughts and review?
I
Say
suppose
so.
so. Yeah.
All right, then I will
Carlos,
start
yeah.
us.
Go ahead.
So yeah, like I said, positives. I liked some of the visuals, like the locations were cool. Like some of the camera work and scenes looked cool. Acting was good. We didn't mention the music at all. Was there? I feel like the music was also decent. but
Yeah, it was
I
fine.
don't remember right
the
now.
music was pretty good. The score was good.
Okay. But overall, this was a very not enjoyable movie for me. Too artsy fartsy and no substance. I probably never watch this again. I will not want to, and I'm gonna give it a 2.
Okay. I agree. The visuals, like the locations they shot on, like the castles. I don't know if they went to a real castle or if it was just sets, but it looked authentic. It looked good. The acting was fine, at least from Dev Patel, the main guy. But yeah, there was just a lot of what the fuck's going on. To make it like really enjoyable. Like there was times like I'd start to kind of like, okay, I think this is kind of going. Oh no, okay, no, we've moved on. Okay, that's unresolved. Oh, okay, this is. So yeah, there was just a lot of, as Cal's put, artsy fartsy for artsy fartsy sake, where it's just like, hey, you guys did it. Yeah, it needed more substance, as Yemmy said. So overall, like I definitely wouldn't probably watch this ever again. Yeah, I'll give it a 2.5.
All right. Well, I did not like this movie at all. I'm not even really going to talk about it, to be completely honest with all of you. Other than the cinematography was really good and I enjoyed the score for what it's worth. And the only reason I'm giving it this rating is because of those two things. They both each get a star. So I'm rating it a 2.
All right. Yeah. So the director of this movie. Here's the funny thing. The last movie that I saw that was by this director was the Pete's Dragon live action remake. And that kind of sucked. And I see here he's also done Peter Pan and Wendy, which rates at a 2.2 average score. So kind of weird that he has these two movies on his repertoire, and then he has The Green Knight, A Ghost Story, and a movie called The Old Man and the Gun, which seemed to be more artsy, more horror-driven, I guess. So he's got a weird filmography that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And
I mean, if you look at
he does
just his picture, his picture of himself just screams artsy fartsy.
Yes, and he also has a really nice mustache.
Uh-huh.
And it seems like he has a nice sense of style as well, with the blazer and the button-down collared shirt. Like, that's not too bad. And, I mean, he has a lot of influences, like old night tales and horror stories. Like, he's got a lot of that behind him. And, he is an American filmmaker who is known for independent films, which is nice. And yeah, I mean, he was scooped up by Disney, I guess, to make these weird remakes, and that obviously funded his actual projects that he wanted to do. So at least something unique and original came out of these soulless Disney remakes. So that there are some silver linings here in terms of like he was born in 1980. Not a bad year. Yeah, I'm giving this one a 2.5 out of 5. I was kind of split down the middle, but I've really been really kind of shitting on it in this entire review, and I don't want to like shit on it fully because I feel like there are some aspects that I can appreciate, the visual style and the flair of the movie as well. I thought the acting, like from at least the main characters, was really good. But as I was saying before, it just tries too hard to be something that probably should have taken more of the Disney remake approach of being a bit more closer to the source material. And at the same time, I just needed it to have more character growth and progression to it in order to make the whichever ending you prefer, him getting his head cut off or him getting away, or not getting away, but not having his head cut off. It just needed more growth to actually get to either one of those conclusions. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5 from me. I also probably will not watch this one again, and I might not think about it again either in the future. It's probably going to be one of those movies where, in passing, I'll be like, yes, I watched that. So.
Fair
So
enough.
before we move on, I think I found an actual Spanish review. I've posted it, Callus, if you want to give that one a go.
Okay. This one says, luckily, I'm a Jew and I don't celebrate Christmas. What is... Okay. Dev Patel doesn't have a single bad movie, really?
Wow.
Yes. I was
Oh, wait. Okay, no, hold on. Dev Patel does not have a single movie with bad photography.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could.
That I could respect.
I could agree with that if Pete's Dragon wasn't in there, and the other remakes.
No, Dave Patel is the actor.
Oh shoot, you're right. Dave Patel.
Yeah. I was like, he was in the last Airbender movie, so there wasn't really any good cinematography in that.
I do want to ask, would you consider this a Christmas movie?
Yeah. I mean, it takes place
On every Christmas for
yeah.
what? Centuries,
Christmases.
years,
2 Christmases.
700.
Where's the TV channel that's going to be playing this for 24 hours on Christmas Day? Huh? Come on.
I'm just saying.
Well, there you go. Callus accidentally recommended a Christmas movie.
You're welcome.
Dot is shaking his head. Absolutely not. So
Totally is. Dot. Come on.
Can we
You were sleeping through most of it.
can we
You
get
didn't
can we
realize.
get Dot on the mic and he can tell us his thoughts while what he was dreaming about during the movie?
30-second review from Dot.
hey, we need you over here for a second. They want to ask you a question. Sorry. Give us just 1 second. Yemmy has a question for you.
What's the question?
Yemmy, go ahead with your question.
Oh, so we were wondering, what would you rate your dream out of 5 that you had while you were watching this movie?
Oh, yeah, probably only a 3. Just kept hearing the sounds of wailing babies in the background disturbing my slumber. So
Well, hey, that's better than everyone here rated the movie, so that's pretty
Right?
good.
that's what Rage said. So
Yeah.
maybe for next week, you guys can watch my dream.
All right, yeah.
That's good.
Sounds like a done deal.
Well, it is
Bet.
it is going to be Ray's recommendation this time, so we can
Ooh, slash my
we
recommendation.
can get Dot's Dreamland. Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Oh, of course. I'm putting Ray back on.
All right.
Thanks, Dot.
Of course.
He just cringed at my recommendation. Yes, it was, and this was the first movie we watched as a couple, sir. Wow, I'm actually kind of offended. I thought you'd be happy.
Uh-oh.
Well, you guys heard it here. Divorce check.
Trouble in Paradise.
Wow.
There is now.
That didn't last very long.
Yeah, his couch sleeping is going to extend to this evening.
Oh.
Oh, here's a review. 4.5 stars. Forget Die Hard. This is a Christmas movie.
Wow.
There you go.
New Christmas Eve traditions.
Yep.
Oh, before we move on, the average for The Green Knight between all of us is a 2.25. Who
Is
would have
a
come
ham
to?
sandwich.
I'm sorry, it was what?
2.25.
2.25. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, sounds about right. So, before we get to Ray's controversial pick,
It's not controversial. He just didn't like it, apparently. I thought he'd be more happy.
do we have any small recommendations for this episode? Something maybe you've been playing, maybe you've been reading, maybe you've been watching that could go here?
It's sort of, not really, but Stranger Things comes out this week. So I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't watched Stranger Things, because it's pretty decent. Or maybe no one else thinks so, but I like it.
No,
So
I
I
like
watched-
it. Yeah, I'm excited.
I think I watched first. I know for sure the first 2 seasons. I want to say the first 3, and then I just kind of watching. So
I've watched seasons 1 through 3 5 times all the way through.
Wow.
Wow.
I know.
That's actually
I'm just a
impressive.
little
Like that's a
excited.
lot. It's a lot of time to spend rewatching things. So
Well,
I mean, hey, if you
COVID
love
and-
something, there you go.
yeah.
I used to do that with Scrubs. Like,
Yeah,
if the
I
fourth
did that.
season is about to come out, I watched 1, 2, and 3. And then for the 5th one, I watched 1, 2, 3, 4. For the 6th one, I watched
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Whole lot
guess,
of Scrubs watched.
I've rewatched pretty much every episode of Smiling Friends weekly. I guess at this point, because they just show up in my feed. They do like a 24-hour live stream, and I'm like, well, I
Oh,
guess I can
nice.
watch an episode, and then I'll watch like 3 in a row at night, and then go to bed. So I guess I'm in the same. I understand, rewatching.
say we've
something you love.
all got our show we love to watch over and over again.
I have 3, I guess. Stranger Things, Gilmore Girls, and Friends.
Not
Those
bad.
are in my rotation.
As long as
I really-
Lost isn't in there, you're good.
If
I
you
never
watch just the
finished
first
Lost.
2 seasons of Lost, it's okay.
Yeah, Tay actually
I-
watches the first 2
Mm.
seasons over and over again. And he cries every time.
I
No,
got through
it's
3
funny.
episodes of Lost and got bored.
Oh,
my,
no.
my friend started him and another friend of his started a Lost podcast because his one friend loved the show and watched it over and over and over, and my friend had never seen it, so they decided to do a podcast about it. And I remember listening to a few episodes and going, "I'll go back and watch that so I can enjoy this." And I made it to the end of season 2 and went, "Yeah, no, I'm done."
I have watched that entire show 3 times.
All right,
Like I said, I've probably
we're going to
watched
start season
quite a bit,
5
too.
now. Callus is now leaving the podcast.
Gilmore Girls, I really enjoyed until they screwed up with the last season, but
Yeah, the last season was kind of buns.
and I'm not talking about like the Netflix one. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the actual last season where it's just like, what the hell did you? What? What is this?
A Year in the Life, the Netflix one, was also not good. So
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard. So I never watched it.
yeah, it's not worth it. Not worth it.
My small recommendation was in my head, and then we started talking about Lost, and I was like, oh,
I'm sorry.
Well, while you think of that, real quick, I just want to say that I finally, after many years, finally started watching Cobra Kai and having a good time. I'm watching it with my brother. We're almost done with the first season, and we're enjoying it. We're having a good time.
That's good.
So that's my small recommendation.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched back when it originally came out. Like they had the first few episodes for free, but then like you had to like subscribe to their Patreon. This was before whatever network or streaming service picked them up. So I only saw like the first 3 episodes, and it was enjoyable, but I never got back into it. So I'll have to maybe check that one out.
and my recommendation is the play Dispatch. Latest
Yes.
narrative adventure game from the same people who wrote The Wolf Among Us and Tales from the Borderlands, the 2 best, in my opinion, Telltale games that came out. It features a lot of personalities on it. So, like, you have Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad playing the main character, and he does an amazing job. You also have Jacksepticeye playing Punch Up, and he does a great job. You have Alana Pierce playing a character in there. She does a good job. Young Gravy, I think his name is, also surprisingly does a great job as his character. It's written really well, and it is episodic, but by the time that I got done with episode 4, the story beats were so good, and I was like, it was like 9 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep playing. And episode 8 was the final episode, and when I finished that episode, it was about 2 a.m., and I said, yep, that was worth it. And I would highly recommend playing Dispatch. It is very, very, very good. I talked about it on my most recent episode as of recording this, Fair 64.
Nice. Yeah, I've only heard good things about it. So,
And not only do your choices matter for the most part, but there's also the whole dispatch part of the game where you're sending these supervillains who are trying to be good guys. You send them out on these calls, almost like a 911 operator, and you have to try and match them up to what the needs of the call. So if someone's cat is stuck in a tree, you want to get someone who is maybe agile and strong to climb up the tree or whatever, right? And there's like a random chance that they could fail if you don't fill the graph in properly. And then also managing like different situations. It all blends together very well, and I had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, Ray. So actually, I should say, we're switching things up. Tay has a recommendation that needs to wait until like the middle-ish of December. So we are having Ray do her recommendation, which means that Ray, for the first time ever, is going to have a fan vote attached to her recommendation. And I think this is the first time ever that we haven't had a Tay recommendation for a movie recommendations or a fan vote. I'm sorry, a fan vote. So this is a first for the podcast, and maybe won't be the last time. We'll see. But Ray, go ahead and let us know what you want us to watch for the next episode.
My recommendation is the movie Crazy Rich Asians
Okay.
from 2018.
Does
Doc's
it have,
not giving me a thumbs up. Shut up.
Does it have King Arthur in it?
It does
No.
not, unfortunately. But the premise of the movie is Rachel Chu is happy to accompany her longtime boyfriend Nick to his best friend's wedding in Singapore. She's also surprised to learn that Nick's family is extremely wealthy and he's considered one of the country's most eligible bachelors. Thrust into the spotlight, Rachel must now contend with jealous socialites, quirky relatives, and something far, far worse, Nick's disapproving mother. Director is John M. Chu. Story by Kevin Kwan. Cast Constance Wu, Henry Golding, Aquafina is in this movie. Michelle
Great.
Yeoh and
Michelle
Jenna Chan and the one comedian guy Ken.
Ken Jeong.
Yep. So yeah, this is my recommendation. I really appreciated it. It's a cute movie, so it has a 91% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Here is Yemmy's fun fact of the day. The director of this movie also directed Justin Bieber's Never Say Never.
That is how I found this movie.
Oh, let's go.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Also,
That's it.
I guess more famously, he did both of the Wicked movies. So, that's
well,
pretty good.
who watches those?
yeah.
Definitely
I
not a
should
lot
have
of people.
recommended Wicked. Oh, I'm dumb. Anyway, this movie's on Netflix. So
Oh, good. Good.
I do believe I saw this
Keep it in your
movie
back pocket.
a while ago. Don't remember anything from it, so this will be good.
well, I'm glad it was memorable for you, Callus.
I feel like 2018. It feels like I feel like I've heard about this movie as like an older movie. I don't know if it's like a remake or whatever, but 2018
It was
doesn't feel that long
It's a
ago.
book, I believe.
Oh, it's a book.
Yeah.
Everything's a
Should
book.
be.
I should have known.
Right.
Yeah. I'll say I know about this because there's a big, huge wedding scene in it, and this came out when I
What?
was still doing weddings. Well, I mean, they're going to a wedding. But
What?
Like, it's, yeah. But it's like crazy over the top, like, and
It's beautiful.
yeah,
spoil it.
and beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
Please don't
Like I said-
spoil it. I've never seen this movie.
That's the premise. They're going to a friend's, like their friend's
la la
wedding.
la
or
la la. I
cousin's
can't
wedding.
hear you. La la la.
But but because of it, like I said, I would get music from this movie a lot back in the day when I worked at weddings.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Hmm
Well, if you, the listener, want to pump up the jams at this wedding and bop along to us while we watch Crazy Rich Asians from 2018, you can tune in to the next episode, which will be out in 2 weeks. We'll reconvene and talk about the movie. And yes, it will be the fan vote next week, so make sure you vote on that. I will talk. I'll let you know what the movies are that you can vote on during that episode. So yeah, make sure you swing by the Discord to do that next week, and don't forget. All right. Well, I hope that we did not anger an entire group of people with this episode, but we will see
If we
once
did,
it comes
good.
out. Yeah, that's right. Let's embrace it. Yeah, good.
That's right.
Y'all have
Yeah.
garbage taste.
Exactly.
Artsy fartsy.
If you liked this movie, get good tastes. Yeah,
If you like this
Yeah.
movie, you
What
should stay at
taste?
the Red Roof Inn. Got 'em.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody, so.
All right. Well, I am Yemmy the Ferret, and I've been here with.
Just careless.
Nation.
Ray positivity.
And this has been another episode of Film Freakz with a Z. Thank you for listening. Au revoir.
Bye.
Bumfuzzle.
Daddy. Callous. Oh my gosh, again? Jesus.